Hey everybody, it's Nilo Cortex again. I still naturally suck at vlogging thing, but I'm trying to get better at it. I did post 2 weeks ago and a week before that, and then I skipped a week. I'm just gonna chalk it up to just a busy schedule and make up excuses like that. But here we are again, so hopefully I can create this more consistent because I suck at that. I'm good at consistency, just not good at vlogging. I never know what to say. Like just staring in this quiet room at a camera, like, what do you say? What words do I convey to you? Make you feel better? Which, yeah. Either way, so I have like this list I make like throughout the week of like maybe I should talk about that and maybe this and maybe that, and then I usually forget about the list. But I made a new one, so we're gonna go with that. One big thing that's happened lately is I'm now representing, I guess. I don't know. I really don't know the proper words for it, but essentially, I'm a community manager for Coinplayio on the Twitch TV front. So essentially, every Tuesday, I'm streaming a brand new game from I guess somebody that they partnered with or they got the game from, and were able to put up on their store. And I'll put a link down below to Coinplayio. But um, I actually, there's a preface to this. It was because we recently started a meeting here in KC, but I'll get to that. So eventually I met Shane, and I really pushed out there that to really represent Coinplayio or to get out there is you have to have a Twitch channel or stream on some channel in which, be a media company, and that will bring people in. And so I'm leading that charge for them, kind of like by proxy. And we recently did a stream on Tuesday, and it was actually it was a lot of fun. It was it came from space and ate our brains. And AIM was here, and it was an amazing game. It was like the old zombie block shooters, like top down, and you get to run around shooting the direction your mouse is at. But I was good at it, which makes all the difference in the world to me. It was a lot of fun. So I'm doing that every Tuesday at 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. usually. And eventually we'll do more streams, but it has to become, more beneficial for both of us. So give it time. But right now it's a lot of fun, and eventually they want to move towards doing indie developer interviews, kind of like what I'm doing for Gaming for Adoption. So essentially Tuesdays are my development interview day. Like somehow I made this work. Tuesdays I'm gonna go from one dev interview straight to the next one. Pretty awesome. And so far my development interviews have really hooked me up with some amazing people like Matt Canay from the Hanako game, and things like that. Just made cool, amazing connections, and I've just enjoying the fuck out of it. So um, if you guys don't know, which you should by now, tonight is the Last of Us stream. Me and Casual Boulder have streamed it twice now, and we're pretty sure we're close enough to the end. We can just push right through it. We can just, make it happen. Because the last two streams are about 2 to 2.5 hours each. And this stream we're thinking is going to be about 4 hours. Which, 4 to 6 hours, but either way, it's a Monday night. We're just going to go all in. So tonight we'll be finishing it. We'll be very tired, and it's gonna be probably a lot of feels because that's what the game does. It's full of feels, but it's awesome. So you should be there. I'll put a link down below as well. And just because the community is just getting better every time I stream, like we're getting more awesome badasses and things like that, and you guys are just great. I cannot wait to see you guys there. Um, but aside from that, I did mention Hanako, and I want to go back to that just because Hanako game is just fascinating by itself. Even more so, its developers are amazing. And I'm right now a mod in the Hanako stream. I popped in there and I got modded, and then I just chatted up a storm until we got like 30 some people in there. It was a good time. And it's just fun to watch. And Matt Kinay is really passionate about it, so you get this cool insight from like the designers, and he also worked on SMITE, or works with SMITE, so you get like all this cool value, opinions from him, and then you get to see the game develop at the same time. I don't know, it's just kind of cool to see the behind the scenes, and I think he's doing it really well on Twitch. Aside from that, we're actually Facebook friends too, and we talk about things here and there. So one of those developer interviews really panned out, and he's just an awesome person. So if you guys get a chance, you should show Hanako some love. They have a Kickstarter up right now, and I just wanted to give a quick shout out. Just pop over there, check it out, watch the video, and go play the demo that's a little bit down the page because it is fun. And if you want some extra awesomeness in your life, set your computer date to April 1st of this year, and you'll get a cool like pillow fight thing between samurais. Like it's pretty awesome. So if you guys get a chance, check that out. So moving right along, because when you have bullet points, you just like feel like getting to the next one, and I kind of just want to get to this one because it's real cool. Me and Shane, the guy who started Coinplayio, met at Beta Blocks, which is a huge entrepreneurial accelerator here in Kansas City. And so all these people in KC all got around and looked at all the cool new stuff and saw all these companies that were trying to be as startups and things like that. And Coinplayio was lucky enough to get into Beta Blocks and is now being accelerated by them. And so I met him there and talked about things, said I was a Twitch streamer and we should hit it up. And it turns out him and I have very similar interests. You know, no matter our agenda, we have similar things we want out of our adventures. So that being said, me and him hooked up, and now we started a group here in Kansas City called the Kansas City Gaming Alliance, which its ultimate goal is to add or give Kansas City a collective voice. So where gamers can all come together and we can be support and network and all that stuff. But it was founded on the premise that there was a whole bunch of game studios in Kansas City at one point or another that would get to a certain point, look around, see nothing that could help them or benefit them, and then they would go and move. So we were losing not only companies, but also just residents of Kansas City just because we lacked so deeply in the voice or in the video game industry that they didn't even want to stay around to try. Like, they were just GTFO. So that being said, we started the group Kansas City Gaming Alliance, and so far it's awesome. Like, the first meeting was pretty low key overall, but we got a lot hammered out, a lot established. I can definitely tell we have something here. And now we're starting our first LAN party, which is going to be, it's like a LAN party slash professional networking group. And it's going to be with League of Legends and then a indie game called Lifeless Planet. And it's going to be streamed on both my channel and on Coinplay. He's going to have Lifeless Planet. I'm going to be streaming the League of Legends front. So it's going to be pretty exciting. And that's going to be up on the April 11th. So if you're in Kansas City, whether you're a gamer, geek, or a nerd, just hit me up and we'll try to get you there. As well as, actually, one of my clients for the web design front for GG Media, a company I run, is Parkville Coffee. And I've also convinced them to sponsor the event. So we're going to have coffee and stuff there too. So we got coffee, we got Coinplayio games, and then etc. So it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. So if you guys are interested, or you're near, or you want to partake and contribute, or do anything with the event, hit me up. Just send me a message below, or hit me up on Twitter. We'll make something happen. So moving forward from that, I don't know where to move. I got like 3 paths. I want to talk about House of Cards at some point, but I don't know if that's relevant. It's really not relevant. It's just, it's so fucking good. Like, I meant to go to bed at midnight last night and I stayed up till like 3:30 watching House of Cards. Shh. But aside from that, Smite. I recently played Smite on last Friday's stream, and like, I like League of Legends. Like, I think it's fun to play, but I get frustrated really quickly because I don't have enough time in my life to get good at it. So I'm just kind of like forever perpetually stuck at this noob state where I'll play it for a little bit and, you know, maybe like 2 days and then stop for a month and then 2 days and stop for a month. And I don't know, I'm just getting good at being a noob. Like, I'm a pro noob at League of Legends. But one thing I don't like about League of Legends is like the whole top-down clicking and, you know, moving around. Like, you know, it's all right, but I like FPSs. Like, in my veins runs Halo and Call of Duty and just any FPS game. It's just a genre thing. I like being able to control my character in all these facets, unlike that of League of Legends where you control by, you know, 4 buttons, or I guess 6 buttons total and a click. So I like the whole, on Smite, you get to run around and you get to like do turns and you know, actual skill shots and etc. So I started playing Smite on Friday. Oh god. Versus bots, I'm a god. Versus people, I'm a peasant. It was a lot of fun. I had a lot of people in there. Optimistic Dolphin joined me, or Optimistic Dragon, as we renamed him. He dual streamed with me, and man, we played for like 4 hours. And I sucked, but he was great. It was good to see somebody that was pretty experienced at the game. But I was also excited about the game because it was, you know, a lot of it was made with the help of Matt Canay, who, if you go to his art, his profile, his portfolio and stuff, you can see some of the art assets that are used in the game from him. And I just think he's such a talented artist and so talented at what he does, and just his opinions on things are just great, that like I can value the game that much more because I can see the passion and hard work in it. Not to say League of Legends doesn't have that. They definitely have some amazing shit. Like, I love Teemo's artwork and Jinx and things like that. But like, I don't know, just to see a 3D modeling. It's cool too because in League of Legends everything's top down, but in Smite everything's, third but feels like first person for the most part. And so you get to see the artwork, you get to see the cracks and corners and the textures like right up faces. That game could almost benefit from an Oculus Rift if it wouldn't make you so, crazy sick after a while. So, aside from that, I like Smite because of that, because of the more control and stuff. But, it's League of Legends and Dota, they definitely have a niche, and they're the top of the niche. And I think Smite is almost creating a hybrid niche of its own. Even though it plays exactly like League of Legends, exactly like Dota, there's really no difference. It's just a different way of approaching it. Kind of like the mobile front, where it's all touch-based. Like, that's cool too. So if you guys get a chance, I'd check out Smite at least once. Give it a try. Because at first I was skeptical, and now I'm like, I would rather play Smite than League of Legends. Which I have about 20 friends that would probably kill me if I said that. It's alright though. Aside from that, everybody, I did resurrect a Patreon. As you can see, it's on this hand right here. Just let me highlight that for you. Yeah, there we go. See, support me on Patreon. Waka waka. The link's down below. I'm still working on some rewards and updates and things like that. So if you have something in there, you're like, you know what, I would really like to be able to get that. You just let me know, and we'll see if we can work something out. Patreon's a great way to help people out. I mean, do not support me if you do not care about this shit. Like, don't do it just because somebody tells you to do it. I want you to legitimately have fun. Like, I want this to be badass for you. So come to the streams, watch my videos, hit me up on Twitter. Let's socialize. Let's make a connection. Let me jab you in the face with feels, and then we'll see about that right hook and getting you into the Patreon account. Every dollar helps. So anything you can do to help bring that to fruition would be great. Because the only thing keeping me back from being a full-time media producer is the fact that I need money. So there's that. I do run GG Media, which is a web design company, which is what I'm doing on the back burner, which is also what's keeping me from streaming more, because obviously if you're talking to clients and doing web stuff, you can't go and play League of Legends for 8 hours a day. So I found out. Yeah. Either way, cheers. Here's my client. So, either way, it's all good times. Hopefully you are all doing well. One thing you can do if you're ever bored and you just want to, chat with somebody or hit somebody up or just, do silly faces, is Snapchat me. My Snapchat is just Nilo-Cortex. Or you can hit me up on Twitter. You can hit me up on Twitch messages. You can hit me up on anything. I'm pretty much on every social media platform because I do a lot of studying for all of them. So if you guys are just bored or you just want to be part of the Cortexual Army, let me know. Make something happen. Aside from that, now that I'm out of bullet points, I can just kind of freely chat till the 15 mark, I think. Yeah, as people can tell, I'm definitely getting back into the streaming, but I think it's just because I got mad at myself because I streamed the beginning of February last year, and I got to like June, and then I stopped because I lost the Bison IT job. When now I look back at it, it's kind of hindsight 2020. I look back on it and I realize had I just kept going, I would have been maybe even partnered by now, or at least up to like the 1,000 to 2,000 marker. But because I gave in and decided that I had to cut out that activity to go find a job, now I'm further behind. In fact, by now this could have been my full-time job, and etc. But it's just hard to gamble on things like that, I guess. So I never came through with that, unfortunately. And now I'm trying to pick up that pace. I'm trying to pick up my own baton that I threw in the mud. I'm like, no. This has value. I can do this. Because this also lets me to do a couple things that are native to me. Like, I like being in front of cameras, though sometimes I think I need to shave. It's stupid. Either way, so I like to be in front of cameras. I like to talk quite a bit, and I like to be full of fucking energy. So I think this is my spot. This is the location for which Nilo Cortex has to be at. But more importantly, I like to be part of communities. I like to support, and I like to be supported. I like to talk to people, help them out, help strategize things. Because like right now, I'm in the Indie Army stream team, which is amazing. People told me it was shit before I entered. And for a while there, I was deterred. I was like, maybe I don't want to be part of that group if that's the reputation. But then I got into the group and I'm like, oh my god, these guys are amazing. Sure, they have their moments of weakness when sometimes they flake out, but they're better than a lot of the groups I have joined. So I'm part of the Indie Army stream team, which I'm enjoying. I'm still part of the Gaming for Adoption, and I do like them quite a bit. I still think we need a little bit more progress in the group itself, but overall, I really do like the cause. I'm hoping we can really pump that out, and I'm just got to be part of that. And I'm also part of the Coinplayio now, which I'm going to help the indie army side. And then eventually I might be streaming on a different channel, but more to be announced on that later. That's not set in stone yet. It'd be cool if I did, but not set in stone. So I'm part of all these indie armies, or not indie army, Twitch channels, and it's really exciting. So obviously this is what I want to do, and then I also have the YouTube and stuff's going, and now I'm trying to be a vlogger because I've been trying forever now. So thank you everyone, for every single one of you, number 1 through number 7 through 70 to up to 70,000 people that follow and watch this vlog or the previous ones or the future ones. You guys are fucking awesome. I don't even have to say it. You guys just know you are awesome because that's legit to take your time out of your day to do that. So if you guys get a chance, for those who haven't yet, if you guys are able to support, if you can hit like, comment down in the section below. I'd like to hear what you have to say, and subscribe. That kind of makes you amazing. But even more importantly, go check out my gaming of YouTube because that's where I do all my games when I'm not streaming. Yeah. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and cut this short, but thank you for taking the time to listen to me, and I hope you join me for the stream tonight and all the more badass streams coming this evening. Oh yeah.